Hey everybody, it's Chris Bunbury here again for JoBlo at CinemaCon in Las Vegas. I'm here with my erstwhile sidekick, Lance Velchek.
Nice to see you guys again.
He is a big wheel over at the JoBlo horror side of things, and he's going to talk to me about some of the horror titles that we saw in today's panels. One of them was for Paramount, and one of them was for Disney. So, the Paramount panel, the big horror one, I thought, was definitely Ebenezer, the new Christmas Carol story directed by Ty West. Typically not something you would think of as a horror movie, but if you've seen any of the classic versions of A Christmas Carol, particularly the 1951 Alastair Sim one, you know that there's definitely horror elements. And this one seems to have really taken that as inspiration, with Johnny Depp, who actually showed up to quite an ovation by the audience, himself name-checking Alastair Sim's performance and saying that he was actually reluctant to take the role because he didn't think that he could ever possibly do a better job than Alastair Sim, and he's not even going to try. But I don't know, what'd you think?
I should say that I'm probably the only person in the room that thinks that Michael Caine and Bill Murray are probably my Ebenezer Scrooged.
Because you're a child.
I'm a child. Also, can I be honest? I need an Apple box. Like, this is ridiculous. I swear I'm not this short. Next to you, I'm like, man, I'm like a mini me. But okay,
You're a giant in my eyes.
Oh, so sweet.
Let's get to it.
That was sweet. Okay, the biggest thing I was surprised about was, I think, the directorial tone of this movie. Ty West obviously has his hand in horror, so it's not necessarily a big surprise. But this is, to me, like family-friendly horror. In terms of how Depp is playing,
very gothic.
Yeah, it's gothic horror. It's kind of the stuff that Tim Burton would have been great at this come 20 years ago.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Sleepy Hollow, actually.
Yes. But what I think was interesting is the look, the tone, and the setting are very dark and mean. Like the ghosts, I was surprised to say, look creepy. But Depp is playing it a little more comedic, a little more lighter. So I'm getting kind of, I don't want to say Scrooge to that degree, but it is going to be something where, like, the kind of family movies that I grew up with that were probably a little too dark for kids, but not quite adult, it seems like it's aiming for, like, that middle ground. So, like, this is the kind of thing I want to say kids should see.
Yeah, it's like probably a PG-13 version of Scrooge. But I want to say one thing about Johnny Depp. Before everything happened with Amber Heard, I was kind of criticizing his performances because I thought he was tending to go really overboard in everything that he was doing. He actually seems it seems like he's giving an old school Johnny Depp performance. Like, he still has prosthetics and he's still doing an accent, but not as over the top and as cartoonish as he would have probably done a couple of years ago. There seems to be a lot more heart. And, Depp has been through a lot over the last decade or so. And I think he brings a lot of pathos to the role that he may not have had otherwise. And it really does feel like a serious comeback for him.
Yeah. Well, I want to say real quick, the prosthetics thing were a smart idea. They're not over embellished, not cartoony. In fact, I was worried that he was going to come in just looking like Johnny Depp and be like, Ebenezer Scrooge.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like at this point in his career, I was worried. So to see him kind of like owning it in the look, and yeah, he's not doing anything weird or anything.
He's not doing shtick.
He's not doing Wonka. He's not doing that. So this is very toned down. Like, he's a little more like, comedic, I would say, but probably the most low-key performance I've seen in years.
And also, Ian McKellen looks really cool as Jacob Marley. I think that's going to be a good performance.
Dude, the way the ghosts were done seems Ty West horror, so I'm
well, and the ghost of the future has kind of like similar in Scrooge, where it opens up his chest and behind his ribcage there's like imprisoned spirits, which is
demon
really cool.
Babies.
Yeah, demon babies. It's pretty cool. So the other horror one I want to talk about that they showed at the Disney panel was actually for a movie that's coming out from 20th Century Studios called Whalefall, which is directed by Brian Duffield, and it stars Austin Abrams, who is having a pretty amazing year between this and Resident Evil. I think he's going to really break out as a star. So this is about a scuba diver who ends up swallowed by a sperm whale and has to survive inside. No trailer yet because it's still pretty early. It comes out in the fall, but we did see the scene where he gets swallowed by the whale. So what do we see exactly?
All right, so scuba diving, living his dream, and he sees a giant squid and essentially kind of realizes like he's in a little bit of danger, and then we see the sperm whale hunting it. And so he's avoiding danger while this one big animal is trying to catch his one meal, ends up getting caught by the squid as it's being eaten, and essentially is trying to fight its way out of the sperm whale's mouth. As somebody who is surfs, has been in the ocean quite a bit, has made that sort of like, kind of my vibe. Like, I found it to be quite stressful and anxiety filled.
Good music too.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's probably one of the most intense scenes I've seen all week. I mean, it's one of those things that you don't cut a lot. We are watching this guy trying to climb out of a whale's mouth only to be swallowed. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm down.
But anyway, so that was it for CinemaCon. It's our last video of the panel of the festival. So I had a great time working with you, Lance.
Sir, it's been a pleasure.
And I hope you all enjoyed those videos. If you've missed any, go back to JoBlo Horror. You can check them all out. And you can also see them on JoBlo Movie Network YouTube channel. Lots of videos. So let us know in the comments which movie you're most excited to see. Thank you very much. Try. Good. Yeah. Good. Nice try. Nice try.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.